Well, welcome back to Exclusively. This is our last episode we're filming for 2025. I never would have thought I would be sitting here if you asked me a year ago. I would never be able to tell you anything. I'd be like, I have no idea. I'm just making it day to day. What better way to go out with a bang other than I was like, I'm going to do a little Instagram reel, like photos from every month of 2025. We're just going to talk about the 2025 reel right here on the podcast today. And we'll start in January of 2025. I did not look like this at all. I did not look like this mentally, physically, spiritually at all. So I knew like it was the first time I was like, I got to get back into my own place and get back to, and not even like find myself or get back to myself. Like I know I needed to like really step out on my own and kind of like be isolated in a healthy way to figure out who I am actually, my identity. So I ended up moving back into my own place in January. Now, I'd been on my own since I was 20 and then had roommates when I was like, got divorced. Not all bad. You know, there's good and bad in everything. So not to knock anyone. But I just knew for myself, I needed to be alone. But that also came back, like, you know, little habits started sneaking back in. So I caught myself, you know, kind of going backwards with some things, allowing people back into my life that should not be in my life anymore. So as I was trying to better myself, I was also taking a couple steps back. So I had to, like, you know, figure that out. Into February, March, April, it was good. There was good times, but it was a lot of like self-discovery. It was a lot of, what am I doing? I was at war, like with myself. Like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. You know, you shouldn't be doing this. It was the most like, it was very bittersweet. It was very bittersweet because I knew better. And I wasn't a benefit to anyone else in my life at the time either if I couldn't be a benefit to myself. So I'm like, I'm not the best me. So I can't be the best like friend to someone or the best partner to someone, the best daughter, or the best aunt. So how can I better myself for the betterment of other people as well? So that was like the first of the year. I was just really trying to figure that out. In June, it really like hit and I was like, you've got to like just do a 180. You've got to get it together. It's like, you got to put yourself first. In July was like the best month I'd ever had as far as like I was working so hard. I did my exes in June, started that in July, and I was like really going hard. I was really working really, really hard. So putting in so many hours, working 2 jobs, pretty much 2 full-time jobs, plus doing that. I would barely sleep, which is not good. That's not good. That's not like a thing that you should do. That's not like going to make you successful. If you don't sleep, it's actually going to mentally mess with you later on. But I wasn't sleeping and I was just working all the time. But then I was working so much, I was like, okay, well, I stopped eating. I stopped taking care of myself, like physically, in a sense of I was just going constantly. Mentally, I was just always going. But it felt good. It felt good in the sense of like I felt like I was doing something with my life. But then that burnout hit so much faster when it came around that I started doing the podcast in September. So July, August was like full on force. Like, we're doing this. I'm going to work all the hours I can work. I'm not going to stop. And then podcast comes in September. And then I kind of had to let my exes like get the back burner a little bit for a little while because I wanted quality. I wanted it to be a very like sustainable brand. I don't want to just throw things out there. So I was like, okay, well, let's like keep it going, but kind of, you know, step back for a sec, put the podcast first. Then November Saturdays came. So it's like all stacked on top of each other. So now it's like, okay, my exes, yeah, we're still going to do that. Then the podcast and then November Saturday. So now I'm like back loaded up. I'm happy. I feel full. Not satisfied, but full. I feel like I'm doing what I should be doing. And then October, full force, and I burn out so bad that I got so sick. And I was like, I'm going to have a heart attack if I don't stop. I was like passing out, anything. Like, it was just so bad. So it looked all like glamorous, but it's like I'm literally over here fighting for my life because I want to keep going so hard. Because I feel like if I don't go so hard, I'm not going to be successful. But that's just not true. you have to have a balance. So I had to like kind of figure that out. And then November came. November was the best month of my life. I turned 30 in November. And it was so good. Like, I loved it. November was just amazing. Amazing. I could not ask for anything better or for it to go any other way. We did the Muscle Shoals Songwriters Festival. It was my first time ever going there. It was a great weekend. Loved it. I felt like I was kind of tired where it's like, yeah, that was beneficial. That was like such a good experience to get to witness that and just be there. So that was a good tired. It was a good tired. And the next weekend was like November, Saturday's flag football. And then my birthday was that weekend, which I just wanted, we just edited and worked that day too. But it all happened so fast. It went with like a blink of an eye. I feel like I did so good that month. That was the best month I'd ever had. And then December peeked around the corner. I was like, I hope you enjoyed November because I'm about to smack you with some mental health. What am I doing? It was like a whirlwind from January to December. I feel like it was 2 years of stuff that happened in a year. And amazing stuff, but also a lot emotionally, mentally, that I was like, okay, this is amazing, but what am I doing wrong? So now I'm just questioning myself. So to say all that, like 2025 was an amazing year. Met some incredible people. I just have to learn how to balance it. I'm willing to sacrifice anything I have to sacrifice in order to be successful, not just for myself. It's not just like, oh, it's a me thing. It's a we thing. It's everyone that's involved and people that aren't even involved that hopefully will all affect one day in a great way. But I had to learn to like slow down and like breathe. Ultimately, I think my highest of high this year is the first time in my life that I actually found like faith. That I found like my faith in God. I didn't have that before, or if I did, it was literally a mustard seed. The amount that he says we need, because I never felt like this. So I think that's to be my highest of highs is like literally to trust in him. And even in days I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like, I don't like this. So let me just try to get my control back from him and try to, do it myself. And then I end up like so depressed. So like I'm mentally not okay. So learning to like kind of like to have bad days is okay because you don't know what a good day would be like if you don't have a bad day. Throughout the year, it taught me so much. I grew so much. I learned that like I'm the type that if I don't text you back right away, I would be like, no, I have to. If somebody texts me, I have to text them back right away. I have to. I don't even want my phone. I want to turn it off. I don't care to text anybody back, and not in a negative way of like I don't want to talk to someone, but it's just I now know like when my capacity is here, it's okay to take a day or two. You don't have to respond right away. It's gonna be fine. Like it's okay. And there's some people I never will respond to again, and that's fine too. So I think those were like my lessons throughout the years. Like first, like have faith in God. Don't feel like to be successful, you have to be going nonstop all the time. Because you're going to end up like my December, tired. Very tired. So I could make it cute on Instagram and show y'all all of my best pictures from every month of the year. And it just didn't feel right. So no, it's been a lot of like sad moments, a lot of like really, really happy moments. And I think you just have to take them with grace. It's going to be okay. And you just got to cry sometimes. I cried last night and I cried this morning. It's fine. And I felt better. So much better. My eyes burn a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. Because last night I was like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? But I know I'm slipping up a little bit. I know I'm still have some old habits I'm slipping back into every now and then. I mean, I don't need to get back there because I don't feel like I'm going to be living in my purpose if I stay there. Like, you cry, let it out. Get back to I want to be who I was in July. She was working hard. And then November, I was amazing. But I'm like, let's just learn, take who you were in July and who you were in November and who you were in December. And go into 2026 or go into tomorrow. Who cares about a date? Into tomorrow with adding all those people up, all those different versions of yourself you were, put them together and just keep going. So that's what I'm trying to do. So this morning I was coming home and I was like, you should stop and check your mail. Because I don't do that. I'm like, just stop and check your mail. There could be something in there. A bill, probably. Because those are real. I forget about those. It's like 7 a.m. I go inside and I'm like, oh, I gotta lay down. Gotta not sleep at all last night because I was upset. I was up all night. Maybe had an hour of sleep. Drive all the way home. And I'm like, the mail goes on the counter. And I go and I lay down and take a nap. Like 2 or 3 hours later. But I just got up and went to the kitchen and was like, just check the mail. And I had a letter from the IRS and I was like, oh God, taxes. My goodness. I heard somebody the other day, it's almost tax season again. I'm like, I just filed my taxes from, what do you mean? I waited to the last day possible because I owe taxes. And you're going to get those eventually. But I was like, God, the IRS, y'all leave me alone. I'm not having a good month and I cannot pay you right now. But I opened it. It said the November Saturdays Foundation. And I was like, oh God. And I have it. And we are officially approved for the 501c3 status. So I opened this and I was like, I was nervous. I was like, oh God, what kind of money are they wanting from me? Just money me to death. And it says, dear applicant, we're pleased to tell you we determined you're exempt from federal income tax under the IRS code section 501c3. But yeah, so now November Saturdays is recognized by the federal government as a nonprofit organization and we're tax exempt. So I was like, could not wait to get here to tell you. I started crying more. And I was like, oh, Kensley, get it together. What? Honestly, I can say I've never cried like happy tears before. And I know that's not like a sympathy. That's not like, hey, feel bad for me. I don't like to cry anyways. I usually wait till it builds up and I just have to release it. So typically if I'm crying, it's because I'm stressed out or I'm not even mad. I don't really get mad at all. So I either get like stressed out or like, oh, my heart is broken. I'm going to cry. But like happy tears? No, I read this. I started like bawling my eyes out. I couldn't even pick my phone up to call anybody. Wow. And you were just going to give up the other day. And look at God. I was calling Austin and I was like, he didn't answer. So I left him a voicemail, like the FaceTime voicemail. And I was like, I'm crying. And I just woke up from a nap and my eyes are like so red where I'm so tired. And I just did not look good. I'm like, I'm not crying. Probably why you think I am. I'm crying because of like we are officially recognized by the federal government as a nonprofit organization. Like we're tax exempt. He didn't answer. Nobody answered. Actually, anybody I did call, my mom did. I called my mom first. My mom didn't answer. And he texted me back. He was like, he said, we lit. I said, nobody answered, but God did. And he did. I was like I was just so over everything. And then I woke up and just got my mail. And I think this has been in my mailbox for like a week or two. But it came at the right time. I needed a week or two because there was obviously a week or two of lessons that I needed to have before I got my blessing. So I didn't check my mail. So there's a positive in everything. There's a couple of bills in there. I didn't open those still. They're still on the counter. So and I was like, on the last episode of Exclusively, I said that I had filed for the 501c. I turned the application in. I did. See? I did. And I was like, well, that can be my Christmas present. It's our Christmas present. It's not my thing. It's our thing. That's why I could not wait to tell Connor. I was so excited to get here. And I was like, I've been holding that and the deer jerky in my pocket this whole time. I was so excited. Oh, goodness. So Yeah. And then also for the next, season of Exclusively in 2026, our next. So we wanted, we're talking, we're like, Lillian's like, you should do a hotline. And I think that would be amazing. Of course. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm so here for that. A hotline. So we're going to get a hotline number so you can call in, tell us your stories or ask questions or whatever. And today I'm trying to get it together. And as I'm up, not feeling well last night, kind of, upset, somebody calls me at like 4 a.m. And I answered it because it was like a legit, it didn't look like a spam number, like a legit number. And I answered it. I was being prank called. I'm 30. And I said, hello? Because I was awake. I was like, hello? And he was like, oh shit. Hello? I haven't had a prank call since I was in high school. And then they hung up and then they called right back. And it was definitely a prank call. Who is prank calling me? So I had to go on all my social medias and make sure my cell phone number was it was on one of my accounts. I was like, good God. And I had to take all my cell phone number off everything. I don't know why they wanted to prank call me, but I mean, they could have made it more interesting. God, I mean, hello. So I was like, yeah, let's do the hotline. So I was trying to get that number set up today. We're going to figure it out. And we're going to we'll put the number, we'll link it for you to call in. But I was like, I want to hear everybody's, highs and lows of 2025. So I had a few people call in to my cell phone number that actually have it with permission to call it. Not at 4 a.m. And they dropped their little voicemails of their highs and lows. So I have not listened to these at all.
If I had to describe 2025 in one word, it would be clarifying. It didn't make life easier, but it made things clearer, like who mattered, what I was tolerating, and what I was finally ready to let go of. It was uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie, but it definitely set a foundation for something better that I can look forward to and make a goal for myself in 2026. Bye.
Bye. She gave her a little positive message. It was very clarifying.
Hello, Kensley. This is Austin. We was always great back when we was children. Now we're grown, and we're adults, and we're very old, and we're destined for greatness. I'm glad that you're in my life. Love you. Bye.
Oh, I love you too. And we are destined for greatness. And he's still 29 until May 17th. So, you're old. Let's see. And that was awesome.
Okay, so highs and lows of 2025. I'll keep it short and sweet. Low would be being pregnant. I'm not trying to sound insensitive to people that want to be pregnant and can't get pregnant, trying to have kids. I think I had.
What just happened? She's so funny. Oh, God. Okay, I don't know what happened. Let me see.
Prenatal depression. So mentally, it was rough for me. So I would say that would be my low. My high of 2025 would be having my daughter. So obviously couldn't have her without being pregnant. So it was worth it. But that would definitely be my high of 2025. So it all worked out. But yeah, highs and lows. But yeah, like I said, not
Keep it short and sweet. This is the longest one on my phone. And it keeps pausing because my phone keeps locking. She's still going.
Be insensitive to people that are trying to get pregnant. It's just, it was tough on my mental.
Mm-hmm.
But we should see where 2026 brings, or see what 2026 brings. So this is only like my tip.
I have the shortest one possible. Okay, back to Caroline's longest voicemail on earth.
My 10th time trying to do this.
I kept saying I was answering the phone, but I wasn't. So yeah, we'll work that out. But yeah, that's great. Sully is one of my highs of 2025, and Caroline, it's okay. You don't, just because your feelings are valid, and if people want to be like, oh, well, people can't get pregnant. Okay, well, that's her experience. So let her have her experience. It's okay.
Hey, so I'm not kidding. I have literally re-recorded this like 5 times. I'm just dropping in to let you know my thoughts on 2025. For me, this year, it has really been a huge turning point. In the most, like the best way possible. I mean, honestly, I've learned to let go peacefully. I've learned to set boundaries. I've learned to choose myself and put myself first, put my kids first. This year just feels like a year that I've become more intentional instead of just thriving in survival mode all the time. That pretty much sums it up. Bye.
Bye. Heck yeah. I agree with all that. I do. And I'm sorry it took you 5 times to record that too. I don't know why my phone is doing that. Okay.
My advice to anybody who feels like they have taken their time granted from their parents should not feel that way. And if they're deciding between burning the bridge or not burning the bridge, burn the damn bridge. Because at the end of the day, the child should not have to feel that way. It's the parent who should feel like they took their time for granted with their kids. And the child should never be scared of the parent, in my opinion. I just think they should be able to go to their mom or dad for anything in their life, any advice, just a chit chat, whatever. But when your parent is a narcissist, it's hard. So, my advice for anyone listening to this going into 2026 and you kind of feel the same way, just burn the bridge. Because at the end of the day, that burden will be off your shoulders and everything will be okay.
Burn the bridge, light your way. That's Drake. Drake has a lyric for everything, guys. I'm sorry. I agree. Yeah, you shouldn't. Your parents have you to raise you, send you off into the world to do your best. They did the best they can. And yeah, if you're narcissistic as a parent, it doesn't make you not narcissistic because you're a parent. You're a narcissistic parent. Let them go. It don't matter if somebody's not good for you. It doesn't matter if they're blood or not. My opinion too. I agree. Anyways.
Hey, so this is Lillian. Kensley asked me to call and leave a voicemail about my highs and lows of 2025. And first off, let me just say this, Kensley, I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that you started this podcast. You have such an incredible story and so many inspiring things to share, and I'm really, really proud of you. Okay, highs and lows. My high would definitely be that I survived a whole nother year of being in business for myself, and it's been very challenging. I feel like that a lot of people think like it's like glamorous and sexy and fun all the time, and it's very stressful. So I survived a whole year, and I'm really, really proud of myself for that, and happy that I was able to make it happen another year. And I'm so grateful for all of my customers and everybody that wants to do business with me and supports my small business. So I'm really grateful for that. And then low this year, I just didn't really take care of myself. Like, I ate like crap the entire year. I didn't have a consistent exercise routine. Like, I kind of let myself go in a lot of ways because I was just running really hard and trying to keep all of these different balls in the air. So I think in 2026, like, I really want to focus on my mental health, my physical health, and just all around become a better version of myself. And I know that's so much easier said than done, but I hope that I can make that happen in 2026 and not lose my mind in the process. But anyhow, love you, Kensley. So proud of you, and happy almost New Year. Bye.
Now, I knew somebody was going to make me cry. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to hold it back. If it wasn't for Lillian, I wouldn't even be here. And Connor. And Lillian introducing me to Connor, I would not be doing this at all. So I owe everything to you two. And I'm very happy New Year. And this voicemail makes me feel better. I know. Not that you had lows. Because you, Lillian, I'm trying to be like Lillian. You, a small business. What? You're the founder of the Mills Songwriters Music Festival. That is like huge. And you have LG Media. That's huge also. Like, you're doing amazing things. Like, we just sat here and talked about this, about like not eating right, like running yourself ragged. And it makes me feel better that, like, okay, I guess that's normal. It shouldn't be. Lillian was going through it and I feel like, okay, maybe I'm on the right path. I wasn't eating right. Me either. So we have some of the same goals. So maybe we can just, get some of those knocked out together. And thank you. You're such an inspiration. I can't wait for you to come on the podcast.
Hey, I love you. I reckon I'm going to share some of the roller coaster that 2025 has been. I became a mama, which has been wonderful and has made everything worth it. It has been so hard to process at times how I've made it this far, and I did have to confront some serious issues and ended up leaving my long-term relationship with my son's father. So I've been adjusting to figuring out how to be a single mom, which has had some struggles at times, but it's been so great to reconnect with myself and with the people who actually care about me in life. I'm so excited for 2026. I am so excited for all the first experiences with my little man, and I'm so excited.
Everybody had babies in 2025. Shaylee, I love you. And yeah, you're a mom. Congratulations. And there's going to be amazing things that's going to happen for you and your son. Just believe it.
Sorry.
Sorry for what? I know. That's awesome shit. That's Caroline's husband. I love him so much. Okay. He had was sorry. Sorry for getting Caroline pregnant. Is he gonna be miserable?
I'm glad that your podcast is going good. But damn, I've been watching it all 2025 and ain't got a damn invite yet. Maybe the new year 2026, I'll maybe get an invite. I doubt it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Austin has been so support. I love Austin so much. This is Austin shit, not Austin. I love you too, Austin. There's so many Austins. Good God. But Austin literally will sit there and assume he's like waiting for me to post a podcast. He waits by the TV. He's like, she says she's dropping on Wednesday. I'm like, I'm not okay, Austin. And he'll be like, when are you dropping this? And then he'll watch the episode as soon as I drop it, and then he'll play by play text me. He is my number one fan. I'm his number one fan too. I love Austin. Heck yeah. You're invited. I would love for you to come on here. Oh, yeah. Forget Caroline. Goodbye. Austin. Heck yeah. Raise hell, praise Dale. That's my guy. I love Austin. Okay. I think this is the last one.
Yo, what the word is? Hey. I don't even know what the fuck to say, but no, what it is? No, we leaving everything bullshit in 2025 that we went through. Let me see. We had a number of growth this year. And, fuck, man, I quit it.
So positive, Trey. That's a low Trey. But yeah, we're leaving everything negative in 2025, and we're gonna keep moving forward. And don't quit, because oh my God, Thanks for your motivational words, Trey. Connor, do you have highs and lows of 2025?
This year was pretty stable. I think I spent more time looking at myself and trying to figure out a roadmap forward.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for a while, was really exciting. And then I figured it out. And I felt good about it. And then I started thinking about all the work that I have to do to get where I want to go. Holy shit, it's intimidating! And it's overwhelming. And it's endless. Because even when you reach a goal, there's then another goal. And the grind don't stop. 2026 is going to be great. I think it's clearer than it's ever been. I believe in you. I believe in this. Life is going to be hard regardless, so you might as well do something you love and put in the work. Is what I've come down to. And plus, God's got a plan. We don't see it, we don't know it, we're not supposed to, but I think He's put us in the situations that we're in for a reason, and we just got to show up and try our best, and when it's meant to close, it will, and when it's meant to open, it will.
True. You do amazing. I'm not just saying this because I'm like, oh yeah, like no, I don't like people a lot. I love people, but it's hard for me to like really connect on a different level. And when I came here in August to meet with you and Taryn, literally I was like, instantly you get that energy. And you work so hard. You work so hard. Any day that I come in here and I'm like, I could tell like you probably did not get any rest.
Oh, never. And
I'm just like, are you okay? You do work so hard. And Lillian was like, go listen to Connor's music on Apple Music. And I was like, why did I not know that she had music on Apple Music? You're incredible. You are. So go listen to Connor. What was it under on Apple Music? Connor. Connr. Connor. She took me to dinner. She did. And it was so nice. And when you have people that are like super creative and you just start talking, it's just that you think like, oh, I have all these ideas. And then you start talking and I'm like, she's just so smart. Like, she's just like, I love it. Like, you're going to do amazing things. I can't wait to see where you go. Instead over here, everybody's like, where's Connor? I'm like, she's behind the camera. But they're like, we want Connor back. I'm like, yeah, like, come back, Connor. Let's do an episode about you and not about nuts in Boston. Yeah, we need to do one about you. We need to know. Because I love to know about people. Matter of fact, where's everybody from? That's me. Don't get me drunk on vacation. Where are you from? I love that. I love doing that. I got in trouble for doing that one time. Yeah, I think that's incredible. But 2026 is going to be great. We just like laid in bed all day and was like, there's so much I want to do. I get more depressed. And sometimes it is hard to get back up though. Once you get there, it's like, I know if I stay here, it's going to be so bad. But putting those feet back on the ground, it's like, oh, wait. But sometimes you just got to do it. And once you do it, and the exercise thing is so good for you, like mentally. I started exercising like 2024. I started training. And then when my training, it was like a 6-month training period. And when my training classes were up, it ended in April. And I started doing my X's in June. And I literally had no time to like exercise. And that really, not eating right and not exercising really does have a lot on your mental. I just want to be able to open my eyes all the way again.
That's definitely something I learned this year is like it's so important to have good nutrition and sleep. And like you can't sustain yourself otherwise.
No, because then you'll end up getting a call from your dad. Talking about, why'd you pay that bill? It was already paid. So, because I was so exhausted, I couldn't go any longer. And I still only got 3 hours of sleep and it felt so good. That's not sustainable though. Like you said, it's not. So I'm so excited.
We're young now. And if there's a time to not have consistency in our sleep schedule and to work hard,
it's now.
Because life is only going to get harder. And there's going to be more responsibility.
Yeah.
And like, might as well chase the dream.
put in the hard work now, we sacrifice for the longevity.
I think I've felt like that for so long. I'm like, I need a team, I need a team. And that is something I realized this year is that, like, I didn't know myself and what I was doing well enough to then be able to, like, lead the team.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, it's a lot of work and being in the trenches sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But to a certain extent, you have to do it enough to where then you can lead it and you can drive it.
That is true. I have a book, actually. I was the 1 Minute Manager.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start reading that. I have it in my bag. That's a goal I really want to start reading again. I started writing again in 2025, which is great. I love to write. And I think I could write a song. I kind of want to write a song.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We need an intro song. I really wanted Many Men. But we can't. I mean, we can't take 50 Cent's song. I would never come for him. 50 Cent is that guy. Like, you said like 15 years of receipts he had, and he just dropped them.
Crazy.
Yeah, Many Men wish death upon me. Talking about, I was like, that's my hype song for when I'm 30. I was talking at dinner, and it was with some of my guy friends, and they're like, "Many men wish death upon you." I said, "Y'all, yeah." But no, like metaphorically, like I'm just trying to be what I'm destined to be. That's what he said. I'm just trying to be what I'm destined to be. So I'm like Molly in his prime. I'm the underground king who hasn't been crowned. I should go. I want to write more. Yeah, I would love to write a book.
I think you'd write a beautiful book.
Yeah. That's another thing. I wrote 13 going on 30, and that was great. And I thank you all for reading it and supporting me on that. That's my real life story, unfortunately. No, I mean, it is what it is. It led us here. And obviously God felt like I was what he needed to hopefully prevent that from happening to other people. But yeah, it is a sad story, but it's my story, and I will carry it, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I was ashamed of it, but not now. So I did write that, and it led me here and a lot of your phone screens, and y'all read it. Thank you. People do read. That was great. But it literally I don't want to say go to therapy. I don't want to be the person go to therapy, because therapy costs money, and you need God in therapy. But I never had therapy, and writing 13 going on 30. And then talking about it on here, which I love. I'm not complaining. I want to do this. Absolutely. It is mental though. Just like Lillian was talking about, like it's not always glitz and glam. Like I realized that I do have mental health issues because of what I had went through, and thought I had to be strong and I was fine. And then after talking about it, I realized that like I do have PTSD, and I never wanted to say that because I feel like that's people joke about it, and I've joked about it. Oh, you're giving me PTSD, but no, it's real. And I realized it when I no longer could sleep at night, and I was having nightmares and sleep paralysis and like schizophrenic episodes. So take it serious. Take your mental health serious. Everyone has it. So that was a big thing. I put myself through therapy in front of y'all. So thank you for like supporting me though. Sometimes I feel crazy, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We all got a little bit of crazy in us. A little psychosis. Not drug induced. Kind of. Actually, if you think about it. I love it. I love being here. It's my favorite place to be. And we're going to get a little more of our little dark humor. We're not getting canceled. Denzel Washington said, this is all I'm going to say, and I'm going to go. Denzel Washington said, you can't get canceled if you don't sign up. And he said, and don't sign up. Because a leader doesn't follow, and a follower can't lead. And the only thing we follow is the Lord. So, keep it pushing. We're going to be great. We're going to do amazing things. 2026. Happy New Year. Me and this microphone. Happy New Year. Snaps. We're going to write some music in a book, in a movie.
Yeah.
Then we're going to star in it and play.
Some clothes.
You make some clothes.
Continue a foundation.
we got lots of things to do. So, thank you. Deer jerky. Jesus and deer jerky. And I got some. No, deer jerky this year. I said, oh, no, it can't be. It can't be. We got to get some deer jerky. So my mom texted me this morning and she said, look what I for Jordan today.